I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Bye.
Salute, 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 and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean Announcement. We're getting deep in with your host, the one on the Great Black Shark. We had a bit of a slight technical difficulty going on there, but we got it worked out now. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. If not, we will get those issues taken care of. I should be good to go, but I always like to make sure that you, the audience, can hear me loud and clear before we get underway. And salute to the good brother Latravia Lawson for the cash out. Thank you very much, my good man. Already showing love. The good sister AH, thank you for the cash up as well, my good sister. Everybody give me a black fist or a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Because tonight, we got to deal with some Buckin and Jivin, and we got to deal with some Beckosauruses Rexes going on, okay? Oh, it's madness. Lions, tigers, and bears over here tonight. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm going to have some fun with this, but we're going to teach some lessons with this as well because it's long overdue and it's very necessary. And I'm going to go where a lot of people haven't gone yet. Now, first and foremost, I owe you, my audience, an apology because if you looked at the thumbnail to this particular broadcast, you probably traumatized by the bacon back alabastrous that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. Well, I'm so sorry, brothers and sisters. I had to do that to you because sometimes you need visual representation of the nightmares that, that exist in society. Okay. So, I mean, look, y'all gonna be all right. Just pray about it and everything will be cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be cool. Just pray about it. Okay. So anyway, we're going to cut straight to brass tacks. But before we get to that, if you've been following me on X, you know I got the mayonnaise mutants irate. Oh, they are pissed off. They are so angry with me. They stay, what else is new? They stay angry with me, right? But there's a particular tweet that I put up that got them pissed. And salute to the sister Vanessa V. Jones for the cash up, bro. Y'all showing a little early tonight, man. Hey, appreciate it. But here's the deal. The mayonnaise mutants, they're upset because, Lily Gaddis, okay, if you don't know who she is, she's the alabastress that was recently on the Piers Morgan show with Myron Gaines, Mark Lamont Hill, and several others. And I'm going to be breaking that down as well. Yeah, we're going to be busy over here on the channel and Patreon, okay? Got a lot of cooking to do about a lot of stuff, all right? But, I saw this tweet that she put out of her in a video, okay? And I didn't watch the whole video. I just watched up to the part where she made this threat. They always talking about Rahowa, what have you. And, she made this comment about, oh, if a race war goes down, black people are just going to be, they just going to wipe us out. And, it's just going to be such a cakewalk. And we don't know how to shoot and we shoot our guns sideways. So if you looked on X, you saw what I let her know, right? You know what I'm saying? Or any of them know. I'm like, okay, that's going to be interesting because, they seem to forget that some of us actually have combat experience. A lot of us do. And, you can go check the post out. It's over there on my X account if you're following me. But let me tell you something else I have an issue with because I don't mind the white supremacists. They're going to do what they do. I expect them to do what they do. Let me say something to the people that follow me on X or any platform, okay? Because one of the things I try to do is teach you all how to deal with them in an effective and strategic manner. And one of the things that I'm starting to notice is that, and y'all know where I'm going, right? Y'all know where I'm going. Some of y'all, now I hope it's nobody in the chat room, but some of the guys, you know what I'm saying? And look, let me say this too. The people that's doing it, I can tell they're not in new black media spaces often because if they were, they would know better. But I paid attention, and this is where it really gets me with the men that do this too. They just, boy, that irks me to no end because we need all brothers out here focused and, actually looking at how to deal with them and studying them, not wasting time going back and forth with time wasting trolls. There was one brother in the thread. He seemed like, and a lot of people do this. They'll see a particular post or tweet or whatever you want to call it take off, and they'll go through the thread looking for every white supremacist to reply to. Let me say something to foundational Black American freedmen men and my own Code 9 FBA brothers, okay? What the fuck are you doing? I got to see it that way. What are you doing? Look, I keep telling y'all know I've said it many times. It's one thing if the women do it, I expect that of them because women love to argue, okay? But if you a man, bruh, just block them and continue talking to other Black people. I keep telling y'all, that's more powerful than you wasting your time arguing with them because, see, I got to go here, and I'm saying it out of love. So hopefully those of you that follow me on X, you'll try to get people to tighten up on that bullshit. You have some dudes, okay? And I got to go here before we get started tonight. This is very important. You have some dudes, and I got to say this to these fellas. Hopefully some of them listen, they'll be able to get what I'm saying. You can tell, and I'm not trying to kick nobody's back in, but you can tell that some of them was raised without their father's influence because they'll sit there going back and forth with these goofy time wasting trolls. And then on top of that, you also get the crowd that like to jump on social media when they high and they drunk and they type stupid shit. It's this one dude, and I've tried to tell him about it before. I was like, okay, let me inbox the guy. You ever see them guys on social media, and he definitely is Black, because you know the white supremacists will try to do this too, but you have some silly Negroes that'll jump on there and just be talking crazy as if the feds ain't watching these platforms. Man, kill them all this just stupid shit. And I'm like, if you look at the dude profile, you can tell he ain't got them all. So I messaged him one time. I was like, hey, brother, codify what you saying. Because he be all emotional like that. That's another reason I know that some of them didn't have their fathers in their lives, because let me tell you something, okay? And again, yes, I know everybody is an ex-military like me, so that's not what I'm saying this to you for. I'm telling you that is a life skill for a man to remain calm under pressure. When you're emotional and you're erratic and all over the place, you let your adversaries know what you're thinking. The most dangerous Black man or Black woman, listen to this, sisters, because I know you are naturally the more emotional of the two of us, so I'm not being chauvinist or condescending, trying to teach you something for those that this applies to. When you're emotional and you're erratic all over the place, upset, angry, you saying shit, think of it this way. When you do that, you telling them more about you than you know about your enemy. That is not an advantageous position to be in on any battlefield, figuratively or literally. Okay? You want it the other way around. Get them to do the talking if you're going to engage. I'm telling you, man, I'm looking at some of them. I'm disappointed too. I got to go here too before we get started. You bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. The other thing that I see that concerns me in some of these threads, when the white supremacists start making threats, I know who the scary Negroes in the threads are too. Because notice that I'm directing most of this at the men. I am not directing this at the women. Why? The men are the gatekeepers and primary protectors of our families, communities, and society. Not that the women don't have their part, but we're the primary. Okay? I know who the scared Negroes are because they start talking about things that don't have nothing to do with the original post or what was addressed. Let me give you an example. Somebody brought up the fact, and I know this about this health because Lily Gaddis, she's basically a mud shark adjacent. She got a child by a Hispanic guy, so not as much of the alt-right embraces her as you would think. They found out she was a single mom and she got a little old bastard taco. Yes, I said it. She got a bastard taco on her hands, so that kind of cut some of her support. I mean, they treat her about like Nick Fuentes. That's a good description for her. She's a female Nick Fuentes, okay? All right, even though she's all the way white in the white male's eyes, the pure white supremacists, the purists, okay, if you want to call them that, they look at her as like, well, bitch, you may as well be Mexican since you got a little taco bastard about one of them, okay? And so that kind of puts her in the situation with Nick Fuentes, who, if you don't know, he's half white and half Hispanic. So he's not really in the white club like that. That's why he goes so hard in the paint, trying to earn the acceptance, and he's never going to get it. Oh, boy, I relish his suffering because I know how hard that is for those white Hispanics. Boy, they want to be in the club so bad. The ones of them that it applies to. Okay? So, you know, there was some guys bringing that up and bringing up the fact that she's supposed to be Jewish. And I'm sitting here like, see, I guess it's just me. Old habits die hard. But I want my audience to get this, okay? If all of us are dealing with a particular thread, and all of us have an assigned role to deal with the thread, or even if you don't, you should be looking out for whatever the thread is doing. And then we got some idiot amongst us that's talking about everything except for that. Hey guys, did you see the game last night? I like cheese. Do you like cheese? Ooh, look at the butterfly. You're like, hey, dumbass, what the fuck are you doing? That's what I see when I see that shit in my threads. I just want y'all to know how I look at that. I'm like, these fucking idiots. And see, well, let me tell you something that I do. I like the new features on X, because one of the things that I do, oh, and I got to mention one more tactic as well. One of the things that I do, hey, not only do I block them, I hide their comments to prevent further distraction. Because see, I noticed two of them came over. There was a Hispanic dude and there was a white dude on that particular thread that I'm discussing. And they came over there, and remember, white supremacy takes both sides of an argument. So you'll have the outright white supremacists, and this is what a lot of gullible Negroes fall for. Then you'll have the other ones that come in, okay, and pretend like, yeah, man, she's stupid, dude. Oh my God, dude, I'm a white man and I'm a conservative and I don't believe in that, dude. Oh, she's stupid. They'll call her everything except for white supremacists or anti-black racists. I delete and block their ass either because I don't fall for that. Now, some of you might be saying, GBS, that's harsh. No, it's not. Because see, if you really pay attention to the work of our ancestor, Neely Fuller Jr., and you look at not only past, but present day with where we are, you think about it. Carmelo Anthony, in a situation where he had clearly self-defense, defending himself against two overgrown thugs, okay? Put one of their ass in the dirt, all knives matter. That's right. Then you got the situation with our salute to our warrior brother, Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr., who, hey, he was like, you took my blood from me, my son. Hey, yeah, my spirit has been cut in half, and there must be equivalent exchange. So salute to that brother. And no matter what the outcome is, the brothers on the yard are going to take care of him. May our ancestors watch over him with them degenerate white supremacists in there, because I already know what they're going to be trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be trying to get the white supremacists to do things to him, but the brothers in there are going to have his back for sure. You better believe that, because they know what he in there for. It ain't going to be easy, okay? I said that to say this. If you look at the responses of the white supremacists, anytime we're harmed ever, even if it's black children, they talk about us like we're not human because they still see us that way. So I'm saying that to let you all know that when you see them coming along, hey, buddy, I don't believe in that either, man. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. First of all, I'm going to close it with this on that particular tactic. Ask yourself this. Why the hell are you so invested in conversations with black people? We're not talking to you. I'm talking to my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my people. Nobody's talking to you. So that should let you know right there they're up to no good. Because, see, I've said this for many years. If they're truly allies, they don't need to be up under black people. Get your goofy alabaster ass over there in your community. Tell us who the white supremacists are. Because, see, you can do more away from us. If your community see that you marching around in a circle with signs on us, or you always up under us, hey, you compromise. They ain't going to tell you nothing no more. They don't trust you. I need you over there in your white community. I need you on these juries, letting us, producing justice. I need you watching out for black people in these hospitals when your fellow white supremacists in the medical field try to make sure black mothers don't give birth to their babies and her and the baby die. I need you doing that. I need you in the school system watching out for little black boys and girls when your fellow white supremacists in the school system try to mistreat them. See, you can do a lot more good if you actually an ally. You don't need to be up under me. I don't need you online coming to tell, hey, buddy, I'm on your side. Man, no, I'm not falling for that. Go put in some work. So I'm just giving you all a bit of food for thought. All of you that's over here, for those of you that catch this on the playback, reflect on what I said, and hopefully those of you will take from what I've said and share this amongst other people. We got to tighten up. This hour of our history right now is not a joking matter. And for you scary Negroes that's in these threads or whatever, because you're showing yourself, you start trying to deflect from things. Oh man, but nobody wants to go there. No, let me tell you something. Because they sit up there talking about, oh my God, don't nobody want that. Listen, I'm ready for whatever when it comes to me protecting my family and my community. It's whatever it's got to be. It's up. We don't have time for no scared Negroes. If you descended from that line that want to stay on the plantations, well, go find your plantation to stay on, because see, I got news for you. I don't know who you think you pleading to for you scary Negroes. And I'm talking primarily to the men. The women gonna have to address the women on that one. But you scary Negroes that have that sentiment that describes you that I just mentioned, who you think you pleading to? You talking to a soulless demon. You cannot reason with a damn demon or a devil. They don't have no compassion for you to appeal to. It's okay to be scared, but admit it and get over it. Because heaven help you if you're in the head of a household and a family and your wife and children are dependent on you, and that's what's in your heart. You can't make this go away by smoking, drinking, religion, whatever it is. No, this is something you can pray all you want. But after you pray, you're going to have to be prepared to act. I'm going to leave that right there because that's a whole nother broadcast in itself. But I had to get it off my chest, family. Let me go ahead and greet those of you who are my esteemed guests over here tonight. All right. Yeah, I had to cook, man. Y'all know how I get when I see the dumb shit, man. Anyway, I see Angelica Lena over here. My good sister Patricia Jenkins. Sister Stun Zed is in the house. Tanisha Murdoch. V Mosby's in the building. Let's see. I see Only Pamela's Way. B1 Sandal. Let's see. Josh Norris is in here. All right. Latravia Lawson. I see you, my good brother. Bruce is in the building. Diesel Mike is joining us. Let's see. Weldon Johnson X. Creative World Films. 225 Girl is in here. Priscilla Taylor. I see you. Charles Gibson. Diesel James is in the building. Sakina Collins. I see you as well, sister. I see Willis Addison in the house. Let's see who else. My Lieutenant Tam Chan is in the building. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, I had to go on my little rant. There's just some things I noticed. All right. Now we got to examine, this big bacon back alabastrous accuser of Mr. Shannon Sharpe here. Okay. We're going to examine an interview that I found here. Some of you may have already seen it, but I'm going to point some things out about it that I really didn't hear too many other people mentioning. And for you brothers, let me say this before we get started. Especially you young brothers, okay? Listen, man, I get it. Yes, it can be hard to deal with some of our women, but brother, the good news about that is it's not like it's just 5, 10, 20 women out here. Move around. Because see, when you hop the fence and go to Becky, you're dealing with a whole nother set of problems. Remember, she's connected to her man, which runs this system. She's got a lot more power than any black woman or any white adjacent woman. Okay? So bear in mind that. All right? Now, I get it. You got some hard heads. They're going to have to learn the hard way. Look, even Jonathan Majors caught his snap and said, you know what? Hell no. Let me go back to the fence that I'm used to on this side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Majors and Mrs. Majors, Miss Megan Good Majors. Okay. So some of y'all better learn from other people's mistakes, man. But I get it. There's a contingent out there that's not going to listen. I'm going to do this broadcast tonight for those that will. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. Let's get into it.
Oh my God. Grandma! That's not a banana.
Yeah. I just never thought of that. I'm surprised I didn't get burned down.
All right. So you saw that, right? You saw that. I played that for a reason because you got to understand something, man. Grandma Higginbotham that you saw right there, don't you know she's not the only one out there like that? I've showed that clip before. I'm trying to show this because the old Negroes, you should know better, okay? My concern are the younger brothers that's out here because let's face it, there's a lot of bad information online from despicable bastards, both men and women. that take advantage of people that might have been hurt out here in the dating market, that might have had issues. Y'all know that, we already know who they are. You know, the divestment dummy crowd online. You know what I'm saying? They, chasing Brad all over the place. Never mind telling them sisters that, hey, look, Brad is known for putting black women in body bags because he put his own women and children in body bags. Then you have the other side of the coin. You have a lot of these goofy, some, can't say all because that would be a lie. It's a lot, though. A lot of these Black Manosphere clowns, a lot of these Andrew Tates, I call them the tater tots and his little followers, okay? Or they hate when I call them that, okay? A lot of these people getting bad information online from people that are playing on them because it's profitable. Me, I care about my people. So I'm like, listen, whatever decision you're going to make out here in the dating market, black man or black woman, make sure you're not making a decision that places your life in danger or places your reputation and your future in danger, like Mr. Shannon, not so sharp here, okay? These things are very important. You have to make sure that whatever pain you deal with in life, and I'm talking to men and women alike, okay? And young black men and women, if you listen to me, please let me have your ear for a second. Because I would rather you listen to me, even if you don't like what I'm saying, process it, think about it, and then err on the side of wisdom versus, oh, man, he don't know what he's talking about, man. Okay? That's where I'm coming at this from. If you're a black man or black woman and whatever pain you go through, one of the things in life that you're going to have to master is not letting your pain conquer you. Let me tell you something. As long as you get up and you draw breath for another day, there's nothing that you cannot deal with or overcome, okay? Nothing at all. If you wake up and draw breath with your health and your mental faculties intact, you won, and you're going to keep winning. Do not turn to drugs and alcohol to deal with your pain because the problem is still going to be there once you come down off that high. You understand? Everybody's got different ways to cope with that. And here's the advice that I give people before we get into tonight's lesson. Make sure that whatever habit that you have to deal with anything that causes you hardship or pain, make sure it's something constructive, not destructive, okay? Make sure it's something constructive, not destructive, all right? That's the best way to deal with any type of challenge or hardship in life. Always seek out the constructive thing to do, not the destructive thing, okay? Because see, take a look at this black man on the screen, okay? Successful, accomplished athlete, Hall of Famer. Absolutely outstanding talent on the football field during his heyday, okay? Going on after that, after he retired, you see he worked for ESPN. Now we just got to be honest, they went on ahead and fired this man. He probably not coming back. You think about your success and how hard it is for a black person, especially a black man, to be successful on his level in America. And then you throw it all away behind a fantasy urge, huh? You throw it all away behind a fantasy urge. I'm going to say something, and not that I condone it, but once you get the Shannon Sharpe level, I'm going to go here with it. I'm going to go to the extreme because I know that some people are not going to get what I'm saying, but let's go to the extreme with it for the people that are in his tax bracket. You know that you are a full-blown bed Buckin boy. Everything that you have got to be white like his teeth. Okay, if you just got that compunction, you got to have it. I got a suggestion for you that might be safer. You might better go get that fixed overseas somewhere. Get your fix overseas, then come back and sit your ass down while you're here in America. Because I'm telling you, you see what type of time these white women are on, okay? See what type of time they're on. They are not playing the radio about setting up black men and trying to do as much harm to you as they possibly can. They're not trying to get you put in prison for life. They're trying to make sure that if you got any type of will, they siphon that right back into their community, okay? And see, in Shannon Sharpe's case, the thing that I put out here over and over again, a lot of people are like, oh, man, you're reaching. How do we not know that people either at ESPN or whatever business dealings he's got, how we don't know that they didn't look at him and say, oh, okay, you one of the books that like them white women. And salute to good brother, Mr. Sam. I see you, good brother, and Willis Addison, Emma Johnson. I see y'all. But how do we know, okay, How do we know that they didn't say, okay, this is your weakness, this is your vice? We'll sacrifice one of our white women that we don't give a damn about. Remember, Elijah Muhammad said, hey, they'll give you their women in these times and these days that we're in here. Do we not see that happening? So for Shannon Sharpe, brother grew up in Georgia, and I got to go here. I'm not saying all because there's exceptions to every rule, but I got to go here. I don't care what sport it is. A lot of these athletes are not very bright when it comes to dealing with other things outside of their athletic talent. And regardless of how big they are, how much money they go on to make, you got to understand that that puts them at a handicap in life because, hey, outside of your profession and your sport, when you're done playing that, now you're in a real world where it's about your life skills and your knowledge and your common sense, your wisdom. Now, you're at an extreme disadvantage if the only thing that you were skilled at is playing your particular sport, whatever that may be. God bless you to use your God-given talent to make money. So I have no issue or problem with that. But what I'm saying is, when you look at a Shannon Sharpe, and no matter what you think about him, big, strong, strapping black man, okay? Look at him, you be like, yeah, he can defend himself against anything physical, I would assume. But his mental, okay? We got to go there. Mental threats, not so much. Because if you lack common sense, you can't defend yourself against these types of threats. You understand? That's where I'm going with this. And see, if you think that these white folks, his handlers, don't know that about him, let me tell you something. I got to go here and be blunt with this. For every athlete, your sons, okay, to all black parents in here, but to every athlete, every black athlete, especially if he come from a broken home, he or she, but we talking primarily about the men. Don't you know that they're not just looking at their athletic talent? They're like, okay, I see you got these athletic skills, but the more time I spend around you, the more time that I get myself ingratiated to you, you start opening up to me about personal things, about things in your family, your hopes, your dreams, things that have disappointed you, things you might not be so good at. Don't you know they're sitting over there taking notes like, okay, we get ready to destroy your ass. I'm going to come back to these notes. They always trying to introduce them to white women, alcohol, drugs, you name it. Remember, I told y'all about the uh-oh folder. That's not just for Hollywood actors and actresses that in Black America. That's for these athletes, businessmen across the board. That uh-oh folder, and for those that don't know what it is, if you're a younger person, this is the first time you hear me talk about that, I'll give you a brief summary. The uh-oh folder is what the white folks keep when, the Negroes come in amongst them, and you may have value to them at first. But if you start getting out of line and you start becoming, the air quotes, uppity Negro, you ain't gonna do what we told you to do? All right, cool, no problem. Ain't gonna make no scene about it right here. You're gonna wake up tomorrow morning and now your name in the news and, hey, 5, 10 women, oh my God, he did this, he did that. And it could be 10, 15, 20 years. I'll be like, yeah, see, now don't you wish you would have did what I told you, boy? You better understand that's exactly how they look at people like Shannon Sharpe. Any black person, because this applies to the women as well. They get you in a slightly different way, but they got an uh-oh folder for you too. Huh? So tonight's broadcast is going to be an example in real time, and we're going to study one of these big bacon back alabasters, because do I believe that Shannon did this stuff? Not like they saying. And for the record, for those that don't know, let me make this clear. I'm the type of person where if somebody did commit a crime and do something wrong, if it's proven with evidence, not hearsay, not speculation, evidence has proven that you done something wrong, okay, you need to pay for that crime. But not just making up some shit, no evidence whatsoever, even if it's somebody I don't agree with, that even if it's somebody that I find despicable, hardcore Rage Coon, this is going to shock some of y'all. I don't care. If it was Jesse Lee Peterson, Larry Elder, Candace Owens, I don't want them doing prison time for something they didn't do. Now, I may despise their despicable asses, but I don't want them doing time for something they didn't do. That go for anybody, okay? I only want you convicted of what you're guilty of. That's justice, you understand? You don't compromise justice because you don't like someone, all right? Or you disagree with their political ideology or whatever, okay? So that's just making my stance clear on that. But we're going to get into this, and like I said, this is going to be very important because y'all need to hear from them. It's one thing if I talk about it, but you need to hear from them. Let's let it play.
it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And
I got to get it out off my system, man. Out my system before we even get started. As you see, and salute to my good brother Kermit S. Wingfield in the building. As you can see, boy, this right here, this thing is hard to look at. Now, I know some people, some of the Bucks of Beddington, that's what I call them, the Bucks of Beddington and the Winches of Craftington. They have their own regal royal titles. But even if you gave this creature on the screen, Michelle Evans, Shannon Sharpe's ex, okay? Even if you gave this creature on the screen, no, this is Michelle from the Instagram faux pas that he had. You know what I'm saying? This is another one. But even if you gave her, she looked better 10 years ago. Okay, not by much. I mean, and I get it. Like, I know, full disclosure, I am the last guy to, that not biased towards them because, I really don't find their women attractive at all. I really don't. A lot of people think I just be saying that. No, I do not. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care how this sounds. A lot of people won't say this. I get irritated when there are women coming around me. If it ain't about producing justice, no business or whatnot, or making no money, I get irritated. I can't trust you. I'd rather you just, hey, how you doing? Okay. Go over there, find something to do. That's me. I mean that. I'm not bullshitting. I don't want to be around them at all. Okay, So if you look at it, yes, I said it. This is hideous. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's damn near approaching Pearl level hideous. Yes, Pearl. Oh, just pearly things, pearly. Yeah, you look. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. To me. If you look like that, all right, man. Ooh, you got to get surgery. I told y'all how I feel about the Pearl, boy. Jesus Christ, she's approaching it. If you look at that gullet under her chin, and I already got that pasty skin, this bitch look like Shrek wife with a red wig on her head, on his head. That's what it looked like to me. This motherfucker hard to look at. So Shannon. And the rest of you Bucks of Beddington, boy, I don't know what the fuck y'all seeing them, boy. Hey, shame on you. All I'm saying is you gonna get you one, man. Damn, get one that's, at least considered worth looking at. Especially, look, here's the thing. If you was a dusty homosexual, okay, because I don't prefer them at all, but if you was a dusty homosexual, okay, yeah, I can see you, she come out, this is what you had to get, okay? Damn it, if you a multi-millionaire, if you gonna do some bucking around, okay, some bucking and jiving, get one that's worth, damn it, look at all you risking. Get one that's gonna have some type of shape to it. They all age like spoiled milk eventually anyway, but goddamn it, get you one with some shape to it. Get you one that, hell, got at least, a good 7 or 8 years worth of looks to it. I'm just saying, man. What would you want to get one of these for? Man, y'all laughing, man. I'm just saying, man. This is bad, dog. Look, you ladies wouldn't understand this, but fellas, look, I hope the fellas in here, I hope that you all have enough discipline and control to the point where you say, hey, man, there's a level I won't go beyond. Okay, not on my worst day. Look, I'm just going to say it. Sometimes if this is all, hey man, lotion bottle, Palmolive, I'm just saying, handy dandy, whatever you need to do, just don't fall to this level, fellas. You need to look yourself in the mirror. If you even think about this and say, catch your snap, like, what the fuck am I doing? I know I can do better than this. Come on, man. You got to give yourself a pep talk. Don't, and look, brothers, if you got a homeboy, that's about to fall to this level, you got to pull this nigga aside, man. Like, hey, bro, I saw you, bro. Nah, come here. I ain't letting you go out like this. I know your mama, you know my mama. Nah, bro, come on. We can do better than this. I don't care if you got to take that nigga to a strip club, wherever. Do not let them go out like this. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. I digress. I'm just saying, I think we've made the point here. God, boy, can you imagine this? Frozen chicken skin looking mother. Let me let this bitch talk, man, because I'll be here roasting all night. Let's get into it.
he was controlling, he was domineering, he you know, he was manhandling me beforehand.
Oh, so let's read this, right? Okay. Because you see she's finna get all dramatic, you know what I'm saying, with her little old pasty pale ass, okay? I told you, the little pink thin earthworm list is moving their line, all right? Let's read this, right? Courtesy of the U.S. Sun here, exclusive. Shannon Sharpe's ex, Michelle Evans, sued him in 2023, claiming he violated her during their relationship. The suit came to light again last month after Sharpe was sued for $50 million by a second woman whose claims he violated her. Sharpe has denied all the claims in both lawsuits, and we've already covered that. Let me say something about this, right? Because I'm going to tell you what pissed me off, and I'm mostly concerned with the women of our community, but all women should be concerned and heed to what I'm saying. The women that don't do this kind of bullshit, okay? What needs to happen in this country? It's a horrible thing for a woman to be violated and forced upon against her will. Demonic crime, despicable. I think that if it's proven that you've done that, beyond all shadow of a doubt, DNA, eyewitness, everything, you need the death penalty. I don't want you back in society. The same thing that I feel about pedophiles, etc., okay? It's certain things you can't rehabilitate. That's my personal stance on that. When it comes to the women that's just making up shit, you sitting here, you claim somebody violated you, and you wait 10, 20, 30 years. You see what they're trying to do with Smokey Robinson, and then you come all out, especially if you see the pattern now. They'll wait till one woman sues, and they'll be like, oh, she's probably going to get a payout. Let me jump up and do it too. For the women out here that are decent women, because I know there are decent women. I know too many in my personal life, okay? Many of you sisters in here are very decent women. These bitches, though, these are not women. These are bitches, okay? Any bitch that will lie about being violated, I'm going to tell you why I'm using such strong language. You raggedy motherfucker, you making it hard for the women that have actually been victims of violations out here. And it's making it harder for them to be believed because of your funky ass. So I like to talk solutions. My solution is this. The law needs to be two things. If you are violated as a woman, I understand that as a traumatic thing. But I want the ladies in the chat room to tell me what you think about my proposal here. All right? Other than extreme exceptions to the rule, the law should be you have 2 weeks to report this to law enforcement. Because I can understand that happened to a woman and you shaking up for a couple of days. Traumatic experience, nothing no woman should ever have to go through. And I take it as serious as this. You don't even have the right to violate a prostitute. You don't. I don't care what nobody says. I know it now. That might be controversial to some people. No, that is the lowest, most despicable thing that a man can do. Okay. So that's how serious I take that. You should have 2 weeks to report that to police unless there's some extreme circumstances that prevent you from doing that. 2 weeks to report it. And then if you find out that you lying and it didn't happen at all, the sentence should be whatever time that man would have did. If he would have got convicted, you need to do that time to the door. No parole, no early release, no none of that. You got to ride that down. I guarantee you, if them two things was done, because ladies, let me know. Because look, I'm not above reproach or correction. I value the women in our community. Do y'all think 2 weeks is fair? Because I want to hear from the women. And look, for every woman over here, feel free to say, no, brother, no, listen to me. You're not right on that. 2 weeks ain't enough time. Every woman in here, I can be corrected, okay? I'm not going to jump down any woman's throat. I don't care whether you agree, disagree with me. I want to know. I'm looking in the chat room. Do y'all think that 2 weeks' time is fair enough? And salute to the good brother Black Truth United for the cash out. Do you think that 2 weeks' time is fair enough to say, okay, by this amount of time, you should have filed a police report, done a rape kit and everything? Because, see, you got to understand something. I got to get back on the women that lie about this, okay? Or they just decide to keep it quiet and then come out to get money. If the man really did that first of all, as men, we don't want these bastards around our mothers, daughters, aunts, and sisters, and things of that, and grandmothers. We don't want them out here in the community. So if for nothing else, you should want that bastard to pay for what he did to you, and you should want to say, okay, I'm gonna make sure your ass don't get to do this to another woman out here. See, that's my beef with the bitches that lie. And I'm saying bitches, they are not worthy to be called women. You're sitting up here lying to get money. So that means you don't give a fuck about your fellow women and sisters in the community. You don't care about that. All you care about is, okay, can I get paid off of this? You ain't worth 2 dead flies put together. That's despicable. Again, I want to ask one more time before we let this continue. Okay? Sisters, and I'm going to say it again. Please correct me if you all, being that you women, I can't speak for women. I'm not a woman, never been one. It's 2 weeks or no time if somebody violates you to say, okay, I can by this time I can, process things, talk to my family, get with an attorney, whatever you need to do. 2 weeks. Y'all think that's fair, or do I have it wrong? I need to know. I'm seeing, okay, I'm looking in the chat room. Most of the sisters saying that they agree. Okay. Because look, I want to hear opposing views on this because, again, I'm a man speaking on this. I'm a man that cares about my sisters, though. Let me tell you something. That thought right there, that ain't never crossed my mind with no woman. I don't give a damn how bad we couldn't get along, whatever. I wasn't raised that way. And I'm going to tell you, I come from the family. Shit, we found out you had that going on. Man, you couldn't come around us, bro. Oh, no. No. I'm gonna leave that there because I can say some things about that. But yeah, trust me, people that had that going on, they couldn't come around us. That's about as far as I'm gonna be able to take that. But I see most of the sisters saying that's fair enough. Okay, 2 weeks time. Is there anybody that say no? Because I really want to make sure that I hear from anybody, that say, hey man, that's too long, or too short or whatever. So most of the sisters saying that, and look. If you're not over here and you catch this recorded, sisters, let me know in the comment section. Because, see, I'm trying to do my part as a man to, one, prevent that from happening by never allowing it to happen around me. But the other half of this is trying to stamp out these heifers like this that are trying to make a come up and, are basically trying to use this and be opportunists. That's not fair to the women out here that has happened to, that deserve to get justice. They in the way, okay? I just want to make my stance on it clear again. If you catch this after it's done, sound off in the comments. I'm not going to delete or block anything. I want to hear from the women on that. As a man, I can do my part and propose a solution to problems, but there are certain things in the community where you have to get the other half of the community, which is the women, involved and hear what they have to say. I care about it, okay? So we're going to get into this and we're going to further critique this. Let it get started.
We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 2002. And, but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening from Denver, but yeah, we were at a club at the same time. We didn't go together. We just happened to both be there. And so he started talking to me and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming.
Okay, and you see the disclaimer on the screen here, and I'm letting this disclaimer play up here because I understand that any type of subject matter discussed like this, for any woman that's been a victim of this out here, this might not be something that you want to hear at all. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, be like, brother, I rock with you, but I can't do it. I understand. No judgment on my part. So they're going to be discussing some graphic things. While I give y'all time to make that decision, because I recognize that might be somebody just coming in there like, hey, I didn't know you was going to be talking about this. I get it. Okay. And may God bless you and be with you in your time of healing if you've gone through that. But the problem that I have with this white woman here saying what she said initially here, talking about, okay, well, I didn't want to mix business and pleasure, but he's very charming. You're a white woman. If he did something that made you uncomfortable, All you had to do was do what y'all do on regular jobs. Go straight to HR. Come on now. Somebody tell me online. A white woman playing the HR card? Oh, man, look. If she would have did that, they would have called his ass in there one time and gave him that good old slave Negro talking to. Hey, look here, boy. Don't be looking at our women like that now. Yeah, I mean, they would have dressed his ass down. You're supposed to. Okay. I'm so sorry. Because I already know this Negro. I'm going there on him because them text messages that he was, all that slave play talk that he was into, the way he didn't really respond to that big black baby shit. Yeah, he didn't put out them text messages with his response. You noticed that, right? Because I would have liked to see how he responded when that help was talking about put a big black baby in me and all this other Dr. Buckenstein bullshit. I can't stand Negroes that do that kind of stuff, man. Don't have no self-respect for themselves or our people. But if she would have played the HR card, that could have got that handled. So now, the reason why she didn't, hey, you hear how she talking about he was charming. No, you thought that was your opportunity to get over there because you look, let's be honest. You really think that woman was attracted to him in a genuine sense like most black women would be? No. You looking at what he's worth because I guarantee you I got to go here. If Shannon Sharpe was the average Joe 9-to-5 bro on the street, he wouldn't get the time of day with her raggedy ass or none of them. I just got to keep it real. And look, I get it. There's a small percentage that are genuinely into black men. I'm not going to act like I don't know that. Okay, I've traveled all over the world and I've seen it. So I do acknowledge that. But here in America, if you think that's the majority, huh? Come on now, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. So that's the issue that I had with what she said there first. So I think I've allotted enough time now just in case somebody's coming in that, you know, this might be too heavy for them. We're going to continue on with the program and I'm going to be stopping it where need be.
And we dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, you know, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me.
What led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you?
The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating.
Okay, this is the part where I'm really finna piss the alabaster man off and salute to my good brother K Wright out there on them highways and byways. Hey, I feel you, brother. He said, hey, probably that's what he choosing. Oh, you know, if you just get in, I roasted the hell out of this motherfucker at the beginning of the broadcast. The chat to tell you, hey, you're gonna have a ball catching that if you are just coming in. But family, let me tell you the problem that I had. I'm gonna make the alabaster people mad. First of all, looking at it on the screen here, okay? This melted plastic face bitch. Bitch, because I'm calling her what she is because she's clearly lying. Because you would have been came out before now. Look, the poorest white woman or man has more power than the most wealthiest black person. Because all you got to do is come out in this system of white supremacy and accuse us of anything with no proof. And even if we clear our names, you saw how it was with the OJ situation. Your society gonna still have that scarlet letter over our head. So I ain't trying to hear, oh my God, she was intimidated. But see, problem that I have with this bitch, hey bitch, what you mean you talking about you got an issue with him having another woman in his house? Oh yeah, we finna talk this talk tonight. Motherfucker, he paid for that. He allowing you to be in his world, okay? Not that I agree with Shannon, you know, because he can do what he wants, being a buck that he is, but just from the standpoint of a boss, man, hey, bitch, don't worry about who the fuck I got nowhere. This my time with you. That's how I'm looking at it. Now, I don't know what type of dude Shannon was raised in, but hey, man, you don't call no motherfucking shots. Bitch, if you don't like it, let me know, and hey, I'll replace your monkey ass. You get the fuck on. Don't you dare open your mouth about who I got in my house. And then as far as, you know, well, he want me to leave my husband, bitch, you ain't in no position to dictate terms to me. You made that decision. Shannon didn't owe her husband nothing, bitch. You the one took the vows, okay? All right, I'm going here with it. The audacity, you know what? The caucasity of this motherfucker right here, huh? Fellas, you better understand this. You don't play these kinds of games. On his income level, man, who you think you call it? Look, man, I would have told that bitch one time, listen, let me holler at you. Look, this is a privilege for your broke ass, huh? I don't give a damn if I had a harem in my goddamn house. That's my house, bitch. Now, your day is Tuesday. That's what the fuck you worry about. Don't worry about what I do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Your day is Tuesday, bitch. Stay in your fucking lane. That's the issue I have with that. So I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna continue on.
I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute,
Salute to the good sister, Mrs. L, and her good husband there, Mr. Sam, for the cash out. Thank you very much. Hey, we got to tell it like it is over here, ladies and gentlemen. I see y'all laugh. We you know me, straight talk over here, no chaser. But another thing to let me know the bitch is lying, okay, with a hard to look at face. I'm sorry, y'all. I get it. The bitch look like Humpty Dumpty with a red wig on. Hey, look, get you some holy water, because y'all are good people in my chat room, and pray over it and dash it in your eyes, okay? I understand. I've done it myself, okay? Because this is hard for me as well, all right? You know, I need to get some blessed goggles to put on looking at this hard-faced motherfucker. But see, what let me know that she's lying and that she's full of shit, you heard what she said. He asked me to break up with my husband. Hold on, now I'm doing this wrong. Wrong voice. Hold up. I got to get the proper voice out. He asked me to break up with my husband. And I don't know if I did or not. I think I did. I kind of think I did. Now, you know, they say, we tell you darkies that us Alabaster people have the highest IQs. And we've invented everything, even sliced bread. But when it comes to things like this, we just catch amnesia. All of a sudden, we don't know anything. So now my Humpty Dumpty, triple chin, bacon back alabaster's ass can't remember if I left my husband or not. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, don't laugh at me. Listen, you see what I look like. I look like a Stay Puft marshmallow, bitch. I was bouncing up and down on Shannon's soul pole, and it just made me lose my mind and forget my memories. So what I'm saying here, you can't criticize me. You can't. That's the power of that soul pole you darkies have. I wasn't prepared to deal with it. I'm a clown this raggedy bitch, man. You mean you don't know whether you left him or not, motherfucker? Was you with him or not? And then see, look, let me tell y'all something. Young people, I know y'all laughing. Listen. You got to understand that these people run around telling us that they so fucking smart, they got all the sense in the world, but then when it comes time to question them about something that they had thought about, I just don't know. I can't recall. I don't remember. They start all that, man. Nuh-uh. You remind them that, you a genius. You got these wonderfully high IQs, okay? Hey, how you don't know anything? You supposed to have the answer to everything. That's what I do with them. Yeah, I flip that shit back on them. Anyway, let's let this lying motherfucker continue.
You want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us?
What? Non-faithful person? Oh my God. The alabastrous delusion. Bitch, you cheated on your husband and you telling him about being faithful. See, this motherfucker is out of pocket. I don't know what kind of pimping Shannon Sharpe was doing, but I'm like, hey, man, hold up now. We got to understand it. You doing what you doing over here, don't hop faithful, bitch, you? Hey, come on now. If we going to do what we doing, man, let's just call it what it is. Don't go there trying to judge me. Look what you got going on. Shannon didn't take no goddamn marriage vows. Huh? See, not only you gambling, you dealing with these alabaster heifers, you gonna deal with one that's out of pocket and you ain't gonna straighten this motherfucker out? You ain't gonna put the pen hand down from the beginning and be like, hey, look, bitch, these are the rules. Your day is Tuesday. Whatever else I got going on, don't you worry about it, okay? I don't give a fuck if you see me bring in goddamn Hillary Clinton or whoever and 2 fucking goats. Don't worry about what the fuck I got going on them other days. This your day. Stay in your motherfucking lane. See, can I get dirty here for a minute? Cause we gonna finish breaking the ass down. Can I get dirty? Huh? Cause look, if it's innocent people in my chat room, men and women alike, cover your ears. But I'm gonna ask permission. If y'all say I can't do it, I won't do it, and we'll just continue. Can I get dirty for a minute? Can I tell you, because it would never be me, but if I was a Buck of Bennington, can I tell you what I would do if I just had to deal with these alabastresses over here? Can I get dirty for a minute, family? Y'all let me know in the chat room. Huh? Let me know. Because where I'm about to go, it might be too deep for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might not want to hear this. Can I get dirty? Y'all got to let me know in the chat. If I can't, we'll keep it as kosher as we can keep it. But if y'all say I can get, I need to know overwhelming because I don't want to offend my audience. Because this is gonna be offensive. Some of y'all gonna be like, "Oh, he dirty as hell." But I'm just, for the sake of playing the game, if I was gonna do it, can I do it? Huh? I'm seeing some yeses in here. So do the yeses have it? Give me. Tell you how we gonna do it. Everybody that allows me to get dirty, throw some black thumbs up in the chat room, okay? I'm finna blow some of y'all minds. Some of y'all ain't gonna never look at me the same again. Y'all gonna be like, oh, this nigga is cold-blooded. Oh, my lieutenant said run it. Hey, okay. So y'all want me to go ahead and let it down. All right, so this is what we're finna do. Let me tell you something, man. If I just had, a Buckosaurus Rex affliction, and I had to deal with one, see, this is how you do this shit if you got Shannon Sharpe money. You pick the one that you say you gonna deal with. If she been flirting, you're like, okay, all right, I see this potential target I got. You get your private investigators together. You got to show some restraint now, because that's the only way this is going to work. Get your private investigators together. I'm going to follow this bitch for a good month. Got a whole lot about 30 days, because you're going to need at least 30 days worth of information. Whatever bad habits this bitch got, whoever else she cheating on her husband with, because chances are she cheating on him with other motherfuckers, you need to get all that information. Don't be cheap. Pay your private investigator good, and you build your own folder, okay? Then you step to the alabasters of your choosing, all right? The one that's choosing up on you, be like, all right, we can do this thing. Let her know what the rules is. Now, for the first maybe couple weeks or whatever, things gonna be going good. But when that bitch try you one time, don't lose your temper. Don't get angry. You call her ass over and have her sit down, be like, look. Yeah, okay, that's cute. Okay, are you done? Yeah. Okay, cool. Get it all out of the system. When she finish her bullshit, be like, put the folder on the table, like, hey, go ahead and look it up. When she see the pictures of all the stuff that you got on her, cocaine habit, okay, if she touching on little boys in schools, whoever she cheating on her, whatever the fuck she got going on, she dealing with other women, hey, financial fraud, whatever she got, be like, hey, look, bitch, now, today can be the last time that you give me any problems and you let me do what I'm gonna do. Or you can play with me and, hey, we'll just take this to the press and, I can turn your whole life upside down, bitch. Now, what you want to do? Now, you going to continue not giving me problems or are you going to fuck with me and find out the hard way? See, you got to have leverage is my point. I know y'all like, oh, he ain't. Boy, who you dirty? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, I ain't done. Y'all said I could go here. I'm going to go further with it. Some of y'all probably like, man, you are tripping. You need to understand, if I got Shannon money, more time, I'm talking about high shit, 8, 12 figure money. Man, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get your family members that don't like you on the payroll. Like, look, keep an eye on this bitch for me. Keep an eye on this bitch. Better hope she don't look better than you, because I might break some dick off in her too to make sure, she's good and dickmatized. So I can have her on the team. Okay, y'all said we can get dirty tonight. I got to do it. I'm going to make sure that I got contingency plans in place. So if you ever try to fuck me over, I'm like, I was counting on this bitch. I was waiting on it. Okay? And then See, the photo that you have, you be like, hey, this ain't all. I know some things, you know, I could tell you what you had in your teeth 2, 3, 4 months ago, okay? And a specific time where you say, like, yeah, don't play with me. Like, you got the right one. See, you got to make sure you got your leverage in order if you're going to be a Buck of Beddington running around out here and you got them type of millions. It ain't no reason if you got millions, unless you just don't know how to play the game, that you shouldn't have the upper hand if you're going to do it. Now, do I advocate doing this? No, y'all know my stance. I don't. What I'm saying is, you let them motherfuckers know that, bitch, your dirty tricks, bitch, I wrote every book invented on the dirty trick. You really want to play this game with me? Huh? Like, you bend your wrinkled, raggedy, pale ass over and let me have my fun and get the fuck out my face until I call you next Tuesday. That's how you supposed to play that kind of game. You understand me? You treat that motherfucker like the useless goddamn fun toy that she is and send her on her way, okay? That's what you do if you're going to... And look, let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something. What you need to do too, you know, the cool white boys, the cool dudes. Hey, man, you know, to find you one of them that's got less money than you, break him off a little something, be like, hey, bro, check this out. I'm going to need your help with something. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and let him know about old folder and everything. And then, you know, hey, come time to use the nuclear option, she don't know that you got a couple people in her community. And see, that's what the wiggers come in at, okay? The broke ones. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Oh, I'm gonna make some people mad tonight. You wiggers, the yo types, hey, they can be bought. You can buy their loyalty, okay? Yeah. Buy their ass and get them on the team and have them in the cut. She ain't supposed to know about none of these people now. None. Minute that she jump out of pocket, be like, all right, don't even argue. After you tell the bitch one time, be like, okay, all right, you gonna put me to the test, huh? All right, no problem. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. Next morning, get started. Get started. Put everything in motion at once. Have so much shit coming at this motherfucker, man. Well, but she be on her hands and knees. Please, Shannon, I'm so sorry. I don't want to hear that shit. I told you, then, because look, you can't show mercy neither, okay? You stupid Bucks of Beddington. I'm just letting you know, those of you that are multimillionaires, because some of y'all might find this. You cannot show mercy. You have to break it because, see, you got to make an example of this raggedy bitch since you playing a dangerous game. You be like, hey, look, you playing with me. Hey, you want to be like this bitch? Look at all these liens on her property and shit, huh? Look how I exposed all the secrets out here. Cocaine habit, everything, huh? Put it all out there, huh? Let me tell you something, man. Y'all think that I was dirty with what I just told you? Now, let me tell you something, man. Here's what's dirtier. I would get so dirty with it. Husband would be mad as hell, but I'd be like, hey, man, look, check this out. I did you a favor. That bitch wasn't shit. We're going to break you off a little something. You on my team. You can get a new bitch. Fact of business, you mad at me? I hate you, Shannon. You broke that big black dick off in my alabaster wife. Hey, shut up. You get over it. She was cheating. Listen, this is what you can do. Calm yourself down. Got a private jet. Let you hang out with some big dogs. We're going over here to Ibiza, Spain. You like Spanish women, don't you? Come roll with me. We can replace this bitch. Listen, man, do you really want to be mad at me about an unfaithful bitch? Or do you want to come with me and I can make all this up to you? Huh? See, that's the type of motherfucker I am. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, if I was coaching these bad bucks, they would never get caught up. You hear me? Never. I'll be like, oh, I know how you need to play this game, huh? But again, I digress. Now, my disclaimer before we get back to this, everything that you just heard, clear your ears of that. I am a friendly neighborhood shark man. I just help little old ladies across the street, save kittens from trees, you know what I'm saying, hug kids. That's all I do. I am completely innocent, okay? I just want y'all to know that. Fact of business, that was not even me talking. That was my alter ego, okay? I don't know. I've read about these things. This is how I know about these things, okay? I've read about this stuff. I read a lot of books. Y'all know over the years I introduced y'all to a lot of books, okay? So you know, I'm innocent. Y'all know this. All of you know this in my chat room. I have a halo over my head at all times. Fact of business, I'm going to go to polishing it now while we let this continue. Let's get back to it.
It's just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he.
I'm sorry, I got to pause it again. She said that he was manhandling her. Well, this is going to be a bit unsensitive of me, but I got to go here. Bitch, maybe he manhandled you because you look like a man, okay? You look, you kind of got, the Transformer, Decepticon thing going on. I'm just saying, man. Look, let me ask my audience, what do y'all think? Did she kind of have the Decepticon look going on? I think this, she could pass for a Transformer. Come on now, y'all see how some of them white guys, they throw their wigs on. They get tired of, playing life as a man because, they losing. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, because, look, I even understand why the white man turned into Decepticons, okay? If you're born white in America, you have no reason or excuse to fail. So that's their last ditch out. And they're like, hey, I'm a white man. I can't fail. Let me put this dress and this wig on, man. So I get it. The white guy's got an excuse, okay? Hey, you can't fail if you white. Hey, put that dress on, that wig. So I get it. I get them pass. Hey, do what you do, Brad. Okay? She could pass for a Transformer. So I'm just saying, maybe that's why Shannon manhandled you, bitch. Let's get back to it.
Wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth.
Salute to the good brother, Project Leroy, for the cash out. Thank you very much, my good man. Okay, so now I'm going to say something, right? I'm going to say something, and this is going to sound like I'm joking, but all jokes aside, okay? Ladies, and I pray that none of our beautiful sisters in here ever find themselves in that position, but I'll say this is a free one here to any woman listening, okay, from whatever community. All jokes aside, I'm going to give you some serious advice that will help you. If you ever are unfortunate enough to find yourself in a situation where some man is trying to force himself on you and you don't have a weapon, you're not able to physically overpower this man or whatever. Now you have to revert to a different type of defensive tactic, and that's to start to play psychological games. Now you probably saying, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? This man finna force himself on me. What psychological game could you play? I got a good one for you. Tell him you're infected with something. And hey, y'all women, y'all are great at making sure that, hey, if you saying something, man, hey, great acting skills, okay? Start playing psychological games with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you pick whatever infection you want to pick, but I'm just saying that could be something that even if it didn't completely change, that could shock them enough to buy you some time, to gouge some eyes, whatever you need to do, okay? In some cases, if you do this right, it just might deter this motherfucker altogether. Huh? I'm just saying. Like I said, all jokes aside, if that was the case, hey, you're a white woman. You're a master at deception and telling lies. It could have been any number of things you could have said to him. Huh? Think about it. Watch this. I'm going to give you another one. This would only work with a white woman. She could have told him, like, if you do this to me, I'm going to ruin your life. If you don't kill me, I'm going to the media. I'm going to your bosses at your job. Because this is a white woman now. She could do this. I'm going to tell everybody that I can tell if you don't get your black ass off me. She could have told him that, and that would have shook that Negro. You think Shannon Sharpe would have continued doing what he was doing? That one would have told him that? Because I might be wrong. Y'all talk to me. Talk to me in the chat room. Do you think that if she would have played that psychological tactic, because she could actually do that, do you think that Shannon Sharpe would be like, I don't care about what you saying? Huh? Shannon not so sharp. Do y'all think that he would have kept continued? That he just so thirsty he just got the heck of? See, this is the thing. They love to use that birth of a nation trope. And for the young people that don't know what birth of a nation is, you can actually find the 3-hour garbage film, which a president said it was like writing history with lightning. Okay, you can find that garbage white supremacist crap by D.W. Griffith on YouTube, 3 hours long, where in the film, basically they got white people in blackface and we just some sick, starved, craze. We just got to have they women because they just so attractive. We just go into a slobbering, mouth-frothing rage when we get around their women. We just got to get at them by all means, huh? You think Shannon Sharpe, if she would have said that to his ass, huh? And be like, if you don't kill me the minute you walk out this door, I am on the phone with your bosses. I got police chief friends. It's over for you. We gonna string you up on the tree, boy. If she would have told him something like that, you think that boy would have killed going? Huh? Again, that would only work with a white woman. Now the other tactic, that could work with any woman, okay? Yeah, so just some things to think about, right? Let's let it continue.
And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, you know, this was all a struggle. So I had said no. And I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed and he knew what he did. And so, you know, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And then I wasn't going to do anything about it.
Okay, now, for the black folks in my chat room, whether you foundational Black American freedmen or not, I got a question. When white people are wrong in the slightest way, never mind something as egregious as sexual assault, when white people are wrong in the slightest way or they perceive themselves to be wrong in the slightest way by a black person, do they ever have the mind frame of, I'm just going to let it go, I ain't going to do nothing about it? I mean, you know, because maybe some of you know some of the air quotes good white folks that would do that if they just even perceive a black person has done something wrong. We got white people in America today where little black children, if they see them at their house, they claim you better be glad you went there. I would have shot your little fill in the blank, huh? These people, because that wasn't just a one-off. Remember the little African brother Ralph Yarl over in California, the white supremacist, old bastard, and he rotting in hell now, man, he rest in peace, shot through that door and tried to kill that young brother. Then the most recent attempt here, and then see, this is why I tell my continental African brothers and sisters that immigrate over here, you better get around foundational Black Americans and learn the game, man. That young brother that was an Uber driver, look, because see, we know better. Out there in that area, we be like, hey, man, if it's anybody out here, look, bro, you better call me, let me know where you at, because I'm not coming out here. Hell no, not by myself. And shit, if you are, I got a couple people with me, but them things like, hey, don't try it, bro. Now get your food. I'll holler at you. Don't try nothing stupid. But he got lost and he went up to somebody's door asking for the rich. Now, you know better than that. Come on, man. Or at least we know better than that if I lean it, huh? And then other Caribbean and African brothers and sisters that's been over here long enough, y'all know not to go about no white folks' doors at night asking for no directions. See, and I'm glad that brother survived that, because where he come from, he probably can do that in his neighborhood. Hey, everybody black. Okay, if you lost, whatever, go ask somebody. It's not like that over here. These are savages. See, they paint us, foundational Black American freedmen, as the savages, but no, these are the savages. You come to our door, unless you're trying to kick the door in, we ain't going to shoot you. You know, we might tell you, all right, man, nah, go ahead, bro, I can't help you. Our first instinct ain't going to be to shoot you, okay? So I said all that to say, does anybody believe that she just, after he finished just violating her, well, I just escorted him to the door, I wasn't going to do anything. As much as they put on and over-dramatize with the slightest of things that where there's nothing wrong, you really believe this? This is a white woman in America. She's not ignorant of the power that she have in her community. She don't have to have no money. She's got $1 million worth of whiteness. Let me go here. Let's just say we buy it and she just escorted him to the door calmly because she was so afraid. Hey, I'll give you that. After he gone, you trying to tell me you ain't gonna get on the phone and go to your neighbors? Oh my God, Shannon Sharpe just raped me. Let me show you something, right? I'm gonna make it even further to show you she full of shit. If she would have waited till he was gone because he's a big guy. Okay, I'll give you that. You scared of him? He just violated you. Okay, I got you. You trying to tell me after he gone, you ain't going running to your neighbor's house? Oh my God, he just raped me. Come on now. Can anybody see what I just said happening? Am I being unrealistic? Let me know. Maybe I'm off base. Don't y'all see that being the case? If he would have really did that, she got neighbors to the left and the right of her. Help, help, ran outside screaming. You know they all got cameras in there. And my point is, if this really would have happened and she would have did that, he would have been done. The same day done. They would have had lynch mobs going after Shannon Sharpe, man. Don't care about how much money you got or how famous you are. You understand? Y'all tell me if I'm off base now. Don't y'all think that would be more likely if any black person really did that to a white woman? Come on, man. See, let me go here with it because it's a terrible demonic act. I don't care what race you are. That's something I would not agree with. I don't care what race of woman. Let me be clear. But for a white woman, a black man impose himself on her against her will, you know the first thing in her head gonna be, you 30 fucking nigger, you know what I'm saying? You know damn well she ain't gonna just be like, oh, I'll just let it slide. He just violated. And man, she gonna, look, everyone on got some Klansmen in their family. I don't care what you say. You think she ain't finna get on the phone with Billy Bob and Jim Joe, okay? And let her know, come on, man. I don't buy that. Not no 2025. Oh, you were just so afraid of him. You just escorted him to the door. I wasn't going to do anything about it. Really? Okay, well, bitch, if you wasn't going to do anything about it then, criminally, if he was just this horrible rapist that you claim to get his ass off the streets, what you coming back out now trying to get money for? Money isn't going to put him behind bars. Huh? See, and don't nobody put it like this. I'm going here because I already said at the beginning of the broadcast, if you did something like that and it's proven with evidence, not hearsay, not you don't wait 20, 30 years. Because think about it. What sense would it make to wait 20, 30 years after something happened and then it's hard to prove? Now you don't have no evidence. So, well, just let me get a payout. So basically you really saying that you being violated really didn't matter, which is why I made a proposal that, hey, 2 weeks time. And after 2 weeks time, if you ain't reported by then, hey man, nope. And if you find to be lying, you're gonna do the same time this man would have been convicted of. See, that would shut that false accuser shit down. Because again, for any woman that think I'm being harsh, my concern is for the genuine women out here that have had that done to them. Hey, y'all, man, that's something I think if enough women got together, they could get that change. Like, hey, nah, these bitches are sitting up here lying. We want them punished because for those of the women that have went through that, that is not fair. That's not fair. So that's where I'm at with. Let's let it continue.
You know, sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it. And there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me. If I tell anybody, you know, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And
salute to my first sergeant, some chick named Star for the cash out. Salute to you, good sister. Thank you. Family, let me show you where another reason where I went by this. And look, I'm doing this broadcast, even though I'm clowning. I hope that real victims of this, or if you ever find yourself in that situation, I'm hoping to give you something that can help you, because I'm going to talk solutions. I'm not just going to clown this raggedy looking motherfucker. You know what she would have shut his ass down at? Because see, this is why I'm not buying that. Oh my God, he threatened me. He's going to ruin my life if I tell anybody. You know how you shut all that down? Let me give you right now. I want everybody, when you hear any what I'm saying, talking about, oh my God, I was just so afraid he intimidated me. As a black man, I was just so scared of who he was. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna give you the ultimate shut down corner. They gonna hate y'all for this. Y'all ready? Let me tell you what you're supposed to do. What she was supposed to do. Any woman in this situation. If this man violated you, he had you in a compromised position where you couldn't do nothing about it. Horrible. Demonic evil. A cowardly, disgusting act. You survive it? Within the 2 weeks' time, you know what you're supposed to do? Not only do you go to your local police department, get the FBI involved. Oh yeah, you can do that. Y'all probably didn't know that, huh? A lot of y'all be like, well, rape is just a state. No, you can't get them to assist investigation and as far as surveillance. So now, hey, okay, he got you on that part physically. If you still in contact with him, hey, they can set up wiretaps and everything. You can get him to, you could be talking about it, whatever, because if he's dumb enough to sit there and talk about it, okay? So I'm trying to give you some things that can be done. Even local law enforcement can set up wiretaps and things of that nature. Sure, they got to get a warrant for it most of the time. A lot of time with us, they don't. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you something to show you how, oh my God, I was so scared he was going to intimidate me. No, there's ways around that. No. Look, let me show y'all something why I have no sympathy for this lying motherfucker. They can figure out how to use every law enforcement tool on the books when it comes time to get one of us for something that we've been accused of. Not guilty, just accused of. They got all types of high-tech surveillance equipment, huh? You know what I'm saying? Oh, they can pull all that out for us. Hey, let a little black child have a lemonade stand up without a permit, man. They got freaking drones that look like insects circling around. We found you selling lemonade without a permit. Really? I didn't even see it. You're never gonna see us, nigga. We see you though. That's all that counts. Huh? I got jokes, but I'm just saying, man. So no, that's how you hit them with that. Like, no, you could request surveillance and everything, because look, they want to get him. Think about it. Him, that name. Let me show you another reason why before I let her continue talking. Why she has no excuse. Family, right now, let's talk turkey. Let's talk real business. Do you think that any white prosecutor in America wouldn't go after Shannon Sharpe? That would make their political career. They'd be like, oh, what? Him? They're like, oh, hell yeah. Birdman hand rub. Let me get this motherfucker. Ain't no, man, that would be a prosecutor's dream. A big, rich black nigga. Oh, I got him. Do you understand what that do for them in their circles, man, when they get one of us like that? Huh? It don't matter what we innocent or guilty. If they could be the one to get you, you really think a white prosecutor would not touch that case? Man, so I'm just giving y'all some reason why she full of shit. Let's let her continue.
And then he started making other threats against my life, threats, he just was so worried that it would get out, and I wasn't going to do anything. But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, just very aggressively behaving, and I could see it wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me, and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me, and all that, I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And unfortunately.
But see, okay, now, because I'm pick all this apart. Okay, so he threatened to kill you. Let's zone in on that. When you got that protective order, you didn't tell that to the judge? Because now if you tell a judge that somebody's trying to kill you, it's going to be some investigation behind that. You see, now, come on, a white one in America, a nigga threatened to kill you, huh? No, see, something ain't adding up. No, I'm not buying it. No, lying bitch. No. Tony Busby, you're going to have to get some better liars than this, because this ain't it here, man. You don't have to be no legal eagle to poke holes in this bitch's story. Really? So he threatened to kill you. You ain't do nothing else with that? In addition to the protective order, man, come on, y'all. Oh, but she want us to believe that, huh? Man, get out of here. So let her continue.
Fortunately, shortly after, he doxed me and my address got out, and I had somebody stop by my apartment, which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk. And somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," and screamed it at the top of their lungs. And I had my daughter in there right there. And I was like, oh, no.
Okay, so let's go with this. Let's say this is true, okay? You're going through this ordeal. Big black, strapping, scary monster black man just violated you. He's just unstoppable. You mean to tell me that you're not going to have surveillance around your home in preparation for something like that? So that way you would have video of anybody that's stupid enough to come up there and try that. You really, come on, man. Look, why y'all think I'm always telling y'all on every platform I'm on as often as I can to get surveillance around your home? White people invest in their surveillance. You understand me? A lot of black people don't have no type of surveillance around their home, unfortunately. That's why I'm always telling y'all, get surveillance around your home, keep surveillance in your car. I'm always trying to put y'all up on things that you can use that are within your budget and price range, okay? because they understand. They're like, hey, anything can happen. I need to have audio and video, confirmation. I need to be able to see who's coming to my house before they even get to my doorstep or driveway. So you really think she didn't have no type of surveillance? Well, we ain't just got to hear about it. You should have video of that. Be like, hey, look, see, this person came to my door and told me whatever she's saying. They made a threat or whatever. Huh? I'm going here. Because I just can't see it, man. The greater majority of white neighborhoods you go in, unless it's a trailer park, they have surveillance. And ain't no such thing as you going into a fairly nice white neighborhood and you not on camera somewhere. You better believe it. Let it continue.
And so I went in and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my apartment, my house, at my house, somebody came to my house and sat out front of, in the driveway while my daughter was there alone. Someone came to my house, someone came to my apartment, and after my daughter called me, that's when I went straight there.
So
I'm gonna tell you why I know she lying. See, I know white folks better than they know themselves. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make the Alabama people mad. I'm gonna make you mad. I know your people. Let me tell you what a white person would have done. This really would have happened. Okay, let's just say this mysterious threat was just, I'm trying to get you, white woman. I'm coming in. I'm gonna huff puff, blow your house down. I'm coming in to get you. Okay. Whether it was her or her daughter, let me tell you what white women would do if you did this to them. If they safe inside their house and you hadn't busted in, you know what they're finna do? If they have phones that work, and they do, they gonna call their neighbors and be like, hey, oh my God, big strapping black man is out here, and boy, will they ever mobilize. You understand? Look what happened to our brother, rest in power, Ahmaud Arbery, when he was just jogging on a public street. Then go up to nobody's doors. You really think a white woman is gonna be in the safety of her home with a phone and she not gonna call her neighbors and let them know that she in danger? Huh? Come on now. See, we gonna make it make sense over here tonight. Really? White folks, listen to this. You know that's how y'all act. Well, you can't come over and tell me, oh, no, we don't do that, buddy. Bullshit. Look, let me tell you something, man. Don't you know the Karens would have been all over that? Why you think they come outside and just pretend to be watering their lawn in their homes? They're like, nosy asses. Oh, that doesn't look right. Let me call. They would have called the police and had them over there. Everybody, man, you ain't finna be threatening no white people at their home, man, where they got cameras and can call their neighbors if you were there threatening them. Man, shit. Who the fuck, man? Come on, man. I need the bitch to act like it's 2025 and we got a little bit of sense. Just a little bit. Let's let it continue.
after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life. We may have talked, I think, once or twice. But then he started going on television. He came to my...
Now, see, this is the part that infuriates me. This man violated you according to her. You're insinuating that he sent people to threaten you. Why the fuck would you have a conversation with him after this unless it was under the instruction of local law enforcement or the feds to catch him in the act of whatever they're trying to get you to get him to say? Why would you do that? What woman in her right frame of mind keeps a cordial relationship with a man that violated her or anybody? Who do that? That is not normal. That is disgusting for people to sit up here and listen to and one of these bitches lying like this. Ain't no woman within her right frame of mind that value her personhood gonna have willing contact with her or her violator. No. Get out of here with that, man. Let's let it continue.
Job, Turner Broadcasting, went on TV at CNN, and it was my job to put the videos from up to YouTube for CNN. That was part of my job. So I'm putting up this video.
Now watch this. I'm gonna show you another hole in her story here. Cause see, this is what she fucking up at. You know, cause see, when somebody like me would see this, I'm gonna tear it down. Bitch, you at CNN, you trying to tell me something like that happened to you? You ain't telling other people at CNN, other powerful people? because that's what white people do. There's no way a white woman survived this and be at a place like CNN with all these powerful executives there that you could get on your side. See, the bitch want us to believe that she was violated by a powerless, yes, I'm saying powerless, a powerless, wealthy black man, because you can be wealthy and powerless if you're going against them in a system of white supremacy. A powerless, wealthy black man. You want us to believe that you know your place in the system of white supremacy, but you just benevolently held off on exercising that white card, huh? Really? Maybe I'm a bit biased, because y'all know I am, but I have to do a bit of audience participation. Bear with me, chat room, because I need to know, because, I get it. My worldview is ironclad on these issues, so I need to ask my good, wise people in the chat room here. Is there anyone that believes that a white woman in America in 2025 will exercise such restraint where she knows she can play the white card and turn on the white woman tears that have gotten entire towns and killed many of our loved ones for decades upon end? Is there anybody in here that believes that she perceived that she's been wrong, that she would just hold off on using all of this power that she has? Or is it just me? Do I have it wrong? Look, have they reformed? Did I miss something? Maybe it's just me down here in Georgia. Maybe I'm just not around the good white folks like that. Can anybody tell me if I'm reaching here with what I'm saying? Where the good white people at that exercise all this restraint, huh? I need to know. Is there anybody in my chat room that believes it's like, oh, G-Biz, you tripping, man? Yeah, she exercised restraint. She didn't want to do that to Shannon because he was so attractive, and she was trying not to ruin the good little nigger's reputation. You know what I'm saying? Does that sound realistic, what I just said, family? Talk to me. I want to know. Oh, I want to know. And if I am wrong, somebody explain it to me. Because, see, I need to understand, what's this change that these good white folks have gone through that I just missed? Yeah, so I'm seeing a bunch of no's in here. Okay, all right. Just wanted to check, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe I got it wrong, man. Let's let it continue.
And then here I see Shannon at my job talking about domestic violence, and the co-host mentioned that, oh, you had one that was just totally dropped, made it look like the police dropped it, not that I had gone down and withdrawn it. It created a picture that wasn't accurate. And that was a very hostile work environment.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because
listen to this lie this bitch is about to tell. Oh, this is going to be good. Grab your popcorn.
I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows,
I got left this raggedy bitch. Family. Oh my God. Look. Alabastresses, okay? And maybe Brad, you can kind of coach your alabastresses, okay? If you're going to tell lies, you got to make them believable. Because is there anybody in my chat room, any black person, that believed that this woman was so afraid of Shannon Sharpe because he told her he knows police officers? Now, damn it, do you think that any white woman can go to the police department in America and accuse a black man of something? They're going to take the black man's side, no matter how much money. See, you better understand these race soldiers, it ain't about no money. You ain't got no kind of money that can buy them off like that. No, you don't. Not the race soldiers now. No, man, look, it ain't about money to the truth of the game, race soldiers. You better understand something. Right here today in Georgia and many other parts of this country, if they see, and this is what we worry about the younger brothers and sisters, because yes, we understand this is the most integrated society we've ever seen. They used to coming up with each other like that, but we understand as adults what they're gonna be dealing with. You got places, not just here in Georgia, but if they see interracial couples, especially a black boy and a black girl together, they pull over, boy. Come on back here, let me talk to you for a minute. You got license, boy? Okay, let me talk to you. You got registration insurance? This car stolen? And then that while one of them talking to the black kid like that, they go and pull back. I you okay? Are you in her against your will? We know we don't trust these darkies. You sure you all right? Are you drugged? You been drinking? They kidnapped you? Blink twice if you need help. You know, you get you one of these big old redneck pot belly bubbles that got to lean back the motherfucker so fat he can't even walk upright. You know what I'm saying? Huffing and puffing every 5 steps he take. A fucking donut warrior. You know what I'm saying? Suck down a dozen donuts, man, within seconds. Then one of them motherfuckers, okay? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You still got things like that going on in 2025. So you really think that if she went to some police officers, especially white ones, that they're going to be like, ma'am, I'm sorry. This is a good Negro that you're trying to besmirch and denigrate the name of. Mr. Shannon Sharpe is my friend. I shall not believe you. There shall be no charges filed on my good friend Shannon Sharpe. I was on his yacht, drinking the finest of champagnes. I've been to his home, even showed me some of his Super Bowl rings. There's no way I'm gonna ruin my friendship with Mr. Sharpe over your lies. Anybody believe that bullshit? You see how silly that shit sound, even with me mocking it? Really? Come on, man. Or does this sound more realistic? Help, Shannon Sharpe is violent. Where's that boy at? What? He did what? Hold on. Call up a couple of boys. Hey, Jim Ball, go ahead and get me a couple of them ropes tied together. Got us a nigger to drag out of truck. You know, we gonna tar feather this one. He can touch one of our precious, sanctified, holy white women. Cause I know that you wouldn't have been bouncing up and down that soul pole by choice, would you, Becky? No, I would never do that. No, he violated me. That's what I thought. Let's go get him. Come on now. Which one sounds more believable? We just got to talk real over here, man. Hey, bitch, we don't believe you, bitch. You need more people. Lying motherfucker, you. Let this bitch continue.
Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make.
Okay, I'm gonna give her that. Okay, you were so traumatized. Here's one thing she's trying to play our people and act like it's not a component or a part of the white woman's psyche. Y'all better listen to this and never forget this as long as you live. I don't care what age you are, especially my young people. If you hurt a white woman and she survives that, she doesn't die. She doesn't have brain damage. She can think. She can speak. Full cognition. She's trying to make us think that she's detached from the one thing that has led to so much destruction, the one reason why even their own men fear them and don't trust them to a certain extent. White women are the most vengeful, vindictive creatures on God's green earth. Do you hear me? If these bitches survive some harm that you've done, she coming with, look, she doesn't care if she have to strap some explosives on her ass and suicide bomb you. I'm telling you. Kamikaze, you going down, the ship going, I don't care, everybody going down. You hear me? They don't give a fuck. They ain't cutting you no passes. You be like, oh, yeah, you gonna get him, but everybody's gonna die. Well, we all going today. Becky don't care. They are the ultimate crash outs. You can't find a black woman that crash out like Becky. You hear me? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Becky, if properly motivated, she'll crash out even worse than her man will. Oh, you better hear what I'm telling you. You do not understand what this demonic serpent is capable of. I know him. This is why I don't want them bitches around me. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I ain't telling nobody what to do. They won't be around me. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. We ain't producing just trying to make no money. And even then, I'm gonna make sure because you could lie at any fucking time. I don't trust you. Never will trust you. I'll be cordial. That's far as that's going. I don't want to. Look, I don't even do the shaking hands or nothing. No, bitch. Don't try to give me no church hug. I don't want your stringy hair on me. No way. I don't. No. Stay over there, bitch. Okay. Stay over there with your men. That's where we keep that with me. Okay. You better understand. I'm gonna say it again. This vengeful by nature creature would not survive any traumatic situation and not try to seek repayment. Okay? So there's no way she gonna make me believe that she's the exception to the rule. I'm gonna say something right now. I usually don't make blanket statements. I don't think that exists. I've never seen it. Have y'all? Let me know. Have any of y'all ever found the benevolent white woman where she's been aggrieved or perceived to be aggrieved? And she just, hey, you know what? Bygones be bygones. I'm a good Christian. The Lord said, forgive. I'm not even trying to, seek any vengeance. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Well, y'all know any little Grandma Higginbothams running around talking like that? I'm going to tell you something. What I've noticed, you can bear me witness on this. Every black person in here, no matter what region of the country you're from, the older they get, the more vindictive they become. See, because the less attractive they are, when they men ain't paying them no attention, oh boy, look, think about the old ass mean white teachers some of y'all done had. Bitch, coochie is fucking cobweb sealed shit. Okay? Ain't nothing going in there, even if she did find a white man to get in it, the motherfuckers will the shit. It ain't opening no more. Them kind of ugly motherfuckers. Don't you know that bitch is mad? Every day of her life. Oh, and you sisters, I already know you know. Imagine, think about it, because some of you sisters, man, because some of y'all are now, but back when you was in school, y'all was some fine little things, man. You think, that's why them white chicks, y'all probably didn't understand it back then. It probably took y'all a while to get it. Beautiful black girls, all the diversity we have with our hairstyles, come to school clean, smelling good. They hate you just for existing. It ain't about who looking at you. They're like this little pretty black bitch. Hate your little ass. What'd you say, Miss Higginbotham? Oh, nothing, baby. We're gonna be having a test. I'm gonna flunk your little dark ass. What'd you say, Miss Higginbotham? I say study hard because I want everybody to pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All of y'all done had a Miss Higginbotham. You can't tell me you hadn't now. Come on now. I'm talking about a bitch that looked like she one of them Disney witches, gnawed up nose and every fucking thing. It's hideous to be damned. Know to her men, and when she come around, boy, they act like that bitch ain't there. They try to get the fuck away from her ass. Mad every day. Go home pissed off. Hear your little pretty ass come waltzing by. Don't come from a well-to-do family. So I'm just saying, I'm just letting it be known, man. Ain't no way that I'm believing that this motherfucker is the nice church going, the vengeance is mine, said the Lord, white woman. Let's let it continue.
Not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with. But back then, no. Definitely not crazy. And to see him paint me the way that he did, first off, I'm not somebody crawling out of the woodwork to talk about my connection with him like he insinuated in his statement. I've been out. I've been suing him.
What's your message to his latest accuser?
Ooh, look at this. Oh my God. I had to pause. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to do it. Hey, my brother Breeze Omega said his name is Bluebell. Oh boy, yes, that sounds like one of them good old dyed-in-the-wool fried races, man. Oh my God, man. Hey, man. Look, all of us had at least one. But this thing on the screen right here, look at it. Huh? First of all, bitch, because I know it's your community. First of all, if you're gonna go on public appearance, you could have made your hair look a little less unkempt. I mean, you already fat to be damned, okay? Look at that gullet. That shit looks like, you know what that look like? Y'all ever seen them little caterpillar larvae and shit? You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like attached to her neck. Or that or alabaster stepladder or something. Look at that shit. All them fucking ridges and gullets up under her neck. This is disgusting, man. The bitch look like a meth head that's been eating trying to gain weight back. That's what she look like. Here it is. I'm just saying, man, look, I blame the producers. They should have been like, hey, look, check this out, you know, in order for you to be believable. Because, see, I'm going to go here with it. I'm going to join the other team for a minute. Yes, y'all, let me be a coon for a brief minute. I got the coon, a hypothetical coon, okay? Now, if I was a Sambo on the production crew, I would have stopped the white people. I'm like, good white peoples. I'd have been like Steven from Django. Good white peoples. Listen. Now, listen here, Michelle. We need you to look believable and pure and innocent. So we're going to take you to wardrobe and get your hair done. Make you look pristine and pure, okay? We're going to even do some makeup to try to make that gullet of yours look less wrinkled, okay? We're going to make you look appealing so that you pull on the heartstrings of white America, okay, Miss Michelle, okay? Now, we going to get that, Shannon. We going to get his ass, all right? Calvin Candy sent me over here to help you, okay? I just do what I tell you, and we going to get his ass. And if you will, to cut me in a little piece of the change that we get when you get your millions, Miss Evans, okay? I'm just saying, that I mean, if I was a Sambo, I would have tried, look, bitch, we got to sell this shit, okay? You said that he's the big, horrible Buckenstein's monster that did all this stuff to you. We got to sell it, okay, bitch? We can't sell it with you looking raggedy be damned. You got to look appealing to these white men so they have sympathy for your raggedy ass. Come on now. Damn, I'm just saying, if you're going to do the shit, do it right. Big chunky jar mayonnaise head looking motherfucker, man. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, let me let this shit wrap up, y'all. Look, I told y'all I'm a heathen. He ain't done with me yet, but I got to point this stuff out. Somebody got to do it. Let it continue.
Who's been doxing? What would you say to her if you can send a message to her?
I pray for you. I have been there. I've been dealing with this for 15 years, so I know what you're going through.
Now, family, first of all, you heard that lie that this motherfucker told. Oh, I can't look at that too much. Let me get this off the screen. You heard that lie that she told. She said that she's praying for people. Stop lying, bitch. The only thing that she's prayed for is another plate of food on her damn table. That's the only thing this high-calorie motherfucker been praying for. Get out of here, man. Bottom line, family, she full of shit. She full of shit, and any of them like that, shame on you raggedy motherfuckers. I hope that the good women out here of all races come together and say, nope, we're not going to allow these bitches to keep up here making up shit when those of us out here that are real victims have experienced this, and you making it harder for us to be believed and be helped because of your line, and you want to get a payout from somebody. You know, look, I hope that the women in her community come together and be like, look, Mud Shark, okay, like they call them, Mud Sharks, that was a decision you made. Now, you should have got bread out of him, you know what I'm saying, when you was fooling around with him. Don't come out here lying now trying to get this man, okay? Now, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm not wishing that they get him because I know they full of shit. But even if Shannon get out of this, I don't think he going to learn that, man. I don't think he going to have a Jonathan Majors moment. I really don't. I can't see it. I can't see it because if you listen to him and how he talk, like, yeah, you going to, if you get out of this, you'll be back. And see, let me tell you something. If you dumb enough to get out of a situation like this as a black person, especially a black man, and you go back in, you better understand the next time they shoot at you, they ain't gonna miss. They're gonna make sure that they get you, okay? They're gonna make sure that they get you. So, family, I think I've drilled the point home tonight. We got our jokes in here tonight, but I mean, I think I've made my point. And again, for those that are just coming in, you know what I'm saying? Or if you catch this on the playback. Exactly. Latrabia Lawson on Mud Wheel. That's a good one. Mud Wheel. Big fat fucker. Hey, but for those of you ladies coming in, okay, please do let me know if you think that 2 weeks is a reasonable amount of time to report something to the police if you've been violated? Or am I off base with that? Because most of the sisters in here were like, they think that's fair. But I want to hear from opposing views if you got them. Let me know why, because, you know, that's a terrible crime and we don't want that happening to anybody. But these lying bitches are not making this better. They got to be punished for that shit because they keep doing it because there's no consequence for it. And I've said that if they're proven lying beyond any reasonable doubt, they should have to do the same time that the man they're accusing would have done, to the door, no parole. So I'm going to leave it right there, family. Thank you to everybody that contributed to the broadcast. Like I said, we got a lot more topics coming up over here that we got to touch on. I'm going to try to see if we can schedule in that space to discuss sinners. I think everybody should be seen it by now. So when I do the space, I don't want to hear nobody, man, don't say that. Nah, you don't have time to go see it by now. If you hadn't, go see the movie. I'm going to go see it again myself. Have seen it 3-4 times now. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's just that damn good, all right? So anyway, look out for the upcoming broadcast here on the channel and on the Patreon. And with that said, I want y'all to take care of yourselves. Remember, we are great and mighty people when we're on code, and there's no battle that we can't win. Salute to you, Black first, and I will see you all in future content.